I think it would be only fair then to go through the 34-page manifesto, Dr. It would seem you haven't, because the 34-page manifesto speaks about the factors of production. Yeah. In that 34-page manifesto, the Azimio candidate says they will reduce the cost of power. And yesterday, speaking at the Chamber of Commerce event, he said that even 9 cents per kilowatt hour is still high. We are going to look at the possibility of dropping it to 7 cents, which has started with our special economic zone in Naivasha, which, whereas the whole country has power at 15 to 18 cents per kilowatt hour, because of its proximity to Kengen, our special economic zone has enticed investors by providing energy at 5 cents per kilowatt hour. In that manifesto, they speak elaborately about how to get inputs for our farmers, seeds and everything else. In that manifesto, I think there is the promise of rural electrification and rural electricity expansion, which will ensure that all the ginaries across the country benefit from an infrastructure that works. In that manifesto, there is the talk about expanding the road network, the rural road network, to therefore ensure that the cotton can leave the farm and get to the ginaries, and from the ginaries to their destination. I agree that the level of sophistication that China has been able to gain in this sector, and China only imports the semi-finished products. But even with that, you will be interested to know that Kenya, who also imports semi-finished products for export, has done better than China in export by numbers. You would not believe that, but we have. And so this is just about their promise. Is it achievable? I think it is. Not immediately, though. So you will not see the end product of that promise or the manifestation of that manifesto within a year or two. You know, to that extent, let's agree. The second thing I want to address, which Dr. has raised, is the middle-class belief that Mudeu in Kitui knows about Gushi. They don't. The imagination that Onyango in Kibera or Madare knows about whichever brand you want to say, the big brands. No, they don't. They just know that this is a decent cloth for a decent price. Yes, the middle class love to then go and say, I'm wearing a Brioni, okay? Or I am wearing Gucci, or I am wearing, name it. But all these other guys, 85% of the Mtumba consumers in this country, I dare say even 95%, do not care a single hoot about the brand. They just want to know it looks and feels fine.
Yeah. Reginald, let me bring in on this conversation. And, you know, economist David Ndii, who is a Ruto supporter, said that the plan to curtail importation of second-hand clothes was a misguided economic